Good afternoon, Internet. If you're an international big shot like me, then you know that people are always asking you, what equipment do you use, right? And as an urban hiker, I don't have that much equipment, but the equipment I do have is important to me, and it's essential if you're going to be doing urban hikes for any length of time. So today I thought I would take a look at the equipment that I actually use when I'm out walking around. The first thing that's important to the urban hiker are shoes. These are Merrell hiking shoes. In some cultures they're called boots, but I call them shoes. I've had these since 2014, and as you can see, they are ready to be replaced. The soles are loose. They leak. There's somehow, I just noticed this today, there's a hole in the sole here. The primary sole is wearing off. The insole, I don't know if you can see inside it, but whatever goes inside a shoe is coming apart. These shoes are 6 years old, or almost 6 years old, so they're due to be replaced. But the point is, I've had these for a long time, and they've been comfortable right from the very first day I bought them. And I get in about 8 to 10 kilometers a day. So these shoes have seen a lot of use. And I'm really happy to report that they've lasted well for a whole 6 years. These will be replaced very soon, however. The next thing that's important here in Southeast Asia is a towel. Now, this is not a bath towel. It's more of a sort of a hand towel that you would find near a sink, maybe a dish towel. I use this to wipe myself when my face gets covered with sweat, which it does all the time. So I would have a very uncomfortable walk if I did not have this with me. It also comes in handy when you get on a train, and you can wipe down your arms so that when you bump against other people on the train, you're not covering them with sweat. They appreciate that. The next thing I have is a water bottle. Now, a lot of people will just get a regular water bottle, the plastic clear water bottles that you just buy water in. I don't really buy bottled water. As long as I've been living here, I've been taking water directly from the sink. I've never gotten sick from it. I really don't see what the issue is with drinking public water, or city water as it's called. Anyway, I fill this up whenever I go out, and if I need water during my walks, I just refill it somewhere along the way. Maybe at a 7-Eleven, I might buy another bottle of water or something and dump it in here. The reason I like this is because it's rugged. It's been on the ground a lot. It doesn't spill. There's water in it now. You can sort of hear it, but it doesn't spill. And water does not come out unless you squeeze it or suck on the little top. You're not going to get water to come out. So it's easy to carry around. It doesn't spill. It won't pop open, and it won't break. It's Nike. You can find these almost anywhere. In fact, I was in a shop today. I found these in various new colors. They used to have blue, red, and clear, I think. I saw a pink one today. No, I didn't buy it. The next thing I have is an umbrella. And I know you're saying, Bill, that umbrella is huge. It is. It's also falling apart. But it's the umbrella I've got. Now, until it stops working, I'm not going to get another one. Now, I would like to have a small travel umbrella, and I used to have one many years ago. But the travel umbrellas I found are not really that robust. A good wind will blow it apart. It'll turn it inside out, things like that. This is a fairly robust umbrella. The Velcro that keeps it closed is shredded, so it doesn't really hold it together anymore. So this eventually will have to be replaced, but now it still works just fine. So I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to continue carrying it around, and I'm not going to replace it until it stops working or until it breaks. Next on my list is a flashlight. This is a small LED flashlight. I don't know how many lumens it is or how bright it is. It is a rechargeable. It has a rechargeable battery in it. And it's an unusual battery. It's called a 18650. Those of you that use flashlights like this are used to a battery like this. It's bigger than the AA batteries, and it's smaller than the D-size batteries. So it's not your typical battery. You're not going to find these at 7-Eleven or anything like that. But it is rechargeable. In fact, and this does not apply to urban hiking, but anybody that doesn't buy rechargeable batteries these days needs to see a psychiatrist. There is no reason not to buy rechargeable batteries. Now, Bill, you're asking, Bill, what do you use this for? Well, I don't usually walk at night, but when I do, I like to have some kind of light so I can see the kind of surface that I'm walking on. If you watch the video about the KL obstacle course, then you know that walking around in Kuala Lumpur can be kind of dangerous if you're not watching where you're going. And at night, if you can't see where you're going, then it's still dangerous. So you need some kind of a light. But the other thing that this light is good for is that you can carry it, just turn it on and carry it in your hand, and as you're walking around, the cars will see, a light, swaying back and forth up ahead. They'll be able to see you better if you have a light. This comes in very handy if you're crossing streets and things like that. So, flashlight. Next is a navigation system. I use Google Maps. And when you're walking around a large city especially, and you're looking for interesting hikes, you can't always do it based on where you know things are. Sometimes you need a map to get you from one place to another. Today, for instance, I used the map to get me from a familiar place to a place that I had never walked before. I had been there before, but I had never walked there before and didn't really know the way. So I depended on Google Maps to get me from one place to the next. And finally, this is the oldest piece of equipment that I have. This is a bag, a small knapsack. Whenever people show you a knapsack on the internet, they'll always tell you how many liters it is. I don't know how many liters this is. I use this for everything. When I go out walking, everything I have is in this bag. My water bottle, my umbrella, my flashlight, my towel, everything that I need is in this bag. I also carry some identification in here. Depending on what I'm doing, I may have my camera and sound recorder in here. If I'm going to make a presentation somewhere, my computer is in here. There's all kinds of things that I can carry in this. When I travel, this is my carry-on luggage. I don't have any other luggage that I carry on the plane. This is it. I've had this since 2012, I think I mentioned. It's holding up well. A few of the zippers don't work as well as they used to, but it still works. So there's no reason to even think about getting a new one. I had forgotten what color this is. I think it's blue and gray, but it's so dirty that it's hard to tell anymore what color it is. Anyhow, that is my equipment. If you're an urban hiker, you're going to want to get something like the stuff I showed you. Probably the most important thing that you should get is a pair of comfortable shoes, though. If your shoes are going to bother you and you can't walk, however far it is that you have to walk, then it's not going to be a very pleasant activity. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Put on her hipster glasses.
What hipster glass? 什么 hipster glass?
I show you the
他买了电话，他买的要跟我一样吗？这有钱的喂。 Where's the hipster glass? Where?
Vivian, they were right there. Where's your hipster glasses?
No, hipster glass.
Here, put them on.
Malah nak pergi steam ah. Nak cuci
Why
dia
steam?
punya. It's not natural.
Perfect.
What?
Now all you need is Vivian's scarf again.
It's terrible.
Oh. Okay, stop. Okay, stop.